Hello everyone. Today we'll solve the most important MCQs on Constitutional Amendment Acts. If you are not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, like, share and comment. Okay, let's get started. The first question: which amendment reduced the voting age from 21 years to 18 years? Option A, 42nd Amendment, option B, 44 Amendment, option C, 61 Amendment and option D, 86th Amendment. So the correct answer is option C, 61 Amendment. Through this amendment, voting age has been reduced from 21 to 18 years. Next question. The 44th Amendment to the Indian Constitution deals with option A, right to property, option B, abolition of privy purses, option C, fundamental duties and option D, reservation in jobs and promotions. So the correct answer is option A, right to property. Next question. Which amendment is known as mini constitution? Option A, 24th Amendment, option B, 36th Amendment, option C, 42nd Amendment and option D, 52nd Amendment. So the correct answer is option C, 42nd Amendment. 42nd Amendment is called as the mini constitution due to the large number of amendments this act has brought to the Indian Constitution. Okay, we'll go for the next question. The right to education was made a fundamental right by which amendment? Option A, 86th Amendment, option B, 92nd Amendment, option C, 101 Amendment and option D, 105 Amendment. So the correct answer is option A, 86 Constitutional Amendment Act. Next question. The 73rd Amendment Act 1992 deals with option A, Panchayat Raj, option B, urban local bodies, option C, goods and service tax and option D, fundamental duties. Okay, the correct answer is option A, Panchayat Raj. 73rd Amendment Act 1992 is related to the Panchayat Raj. Next question. Which amendment to the Indian Constitution added the words socialist and secular to the preamble? Option A, 42nd Amendment, option B, 44th Amendment, option C, 52nd Amendment and option D, 74th Amendment. So the correct answer is option A, 42nd Amendment. Through the 42nd Amendment, the words socialist and secular have been added to the preamble. Next question. The 52nd Amendment to the Indian Constitution is also known as option A, the anti-defection law, option B, the right to education, option C, the Panchayat Raj Amendment, option D, the fundamental duties amendment. So the correct answer is option A, the anti-defection law. 52nd Amendment is related to the anti-defection law. Next question. Which amendment abolished the privy purse in India? Option A, 24th Amendment, option B, 26th Amendment and option C, 44th Amendment, option D, 52nd Amendment. So the correct answer is option B, 26th Amendment. We'll go for the next question. The 9th schedule was added to Indian Constitution by which amendment? Option A, 1st Amendment, option B, 24th Amendment, option C, 42nd Amendment, option D, 44th Amendment. The correct answer is First Amendment. Through the First Amendment, 9th schedule was added to the Indian Constitution. Next question. Which amendment provided for the reservation of seats for the SCs and STs in Lok Sabha and state legislative assemblies? Option A, 45th Amendment. Option B, 62nd Amendment. Option C, 79th Amendment. And option D, 95th Amendment. So, the correct answer is option D, 95th Amendment. Recently, through the 104 Constitutional Amendment Act, extended the time limit for terminating SCs and ST seats in Lok Sabha and state legislative assemblies from 70 to 80 years. Earlier it was 70 and now it made as 80 years. Okay, next question. The 91st Amendment Act deals with the option A, limiting the size of Council of Ministers. Option B, abolition of right to property as a fundamental right. Option C, providing constitutional status to the Panchayat Raj. And option D, insertion of fundamental duties. So the correct answer is option A, limiting the size of the Council of Ministers. So the 91st Amendment Act deals with the limiting the size of the Council of Ministers. Okay, we'll go for the next question. Which amendment made the right to information a constitutional right? Option A, 44th Amendment. Option B, 86th Amendment. Option C, 91st Amendment. And option D, none of the above. So the answer is here, none of the above. The RTI Act 2005 empowers the citizen to question the secrecy and abuse of the power practiced in governance. So the RTI has been given the status of a fundamental right under the Article 19 subclause 1, that is every citizen has a freedom of speech and expression and have the right to know how the government works. Okay, we'll go for the next question. The 86th Amendment Act 2002 made which of the following fundamental duty? Option A, protecting the environment. Option B, promotion of scientific temper. Option C, providing opportunities for education to children between 16 to 14 years. And option D, safeguarding the public property. So the correct answer is providing the opportunities for education to children between 16 to 14 years. Next question. Which amendment introduced the goods and service tax in India? That is GST. Option A, 99th Amendment. Option B, 100th Amendment. Option C, 101 Amendment. Option D, 102nd Amendment. I know all of you know this answer. Okay, correct answer is 101 Amendment. Next question. The 97th Amendment Act 2011 is related to option A, cooperative societies. Option B, right to education. Option C, National Judicial Appointments Commission. Option D, goods and service tax. So the correct answer is option A, cooperative societies. Next question. The 42nd Amendment Act 1976 is also known for Option A, increasing the power of judiciary. Option B, increasing the power of executive. Option C, reducing the power of president. And option D, insertion of fundamental duties. So the correct answer is option D, insertion of fundamental duties. Through the 42nd Amendment, the fundamental duties were added to the Constitution. Okay, we'll go for the next question. Amendment. The 103rd Amendment Act 2019 provides for option A, reservation for economically weaker sections. Option B, right to privacy. And option C, right to education. Option D, cooperative societies. So the correct answer is option A, reservation for economically weaker sections. Next question, which amendment restored the primacy of fundamental rights over directive principles? Option A, 42nd Amendment. Option B, 44th Amendment. Option C, 52nd Amendment. Option D, 86th Amendment. So the correct answer is option B, 44th Amendment. Next question. The 92nd Amendment Act 2003 added which languages to the 8th schedule of the Constitution? Option A, Bodo, Dogri, Maithili, Santali. Option B, Konkani, Manipuri, Nepali. Option C, Sindhi, Konkani, Nepali. And option D, Dogri, Maithili and Santali. So the correct answer is option A, Bodo, Dogri, Maithili and Santali is added through the 92nd Amendment to the 8th schedule. Next question. The 69th Amendment Act 1991 conferred the status of National Capital Territory on option A, Delhi. Option B, Mumbai. Option C, Kolkata. And option D, Chennai. So the correct answer is option A, Delhi. Next question. The 102nd Amendment Act 2018 is related to option A, National Commission for Backward Classes. Option B, Goods and Service Tax, GST. Option C, cooperative societies. And option D, right to education. So the correct answer is option A, National Commission for Backward Classes. So 102nd Amendment is related to National Commission for Backward Classes. Next question. Which amendment inserted the Article 21A in the Constitution of India? Option A, 44th Amendment. Option B, 72nd Amendment. Option C, 86th Amendment. And option D, 101st Amendment. The correct answer is option C, 86th Amendment. Through the 86th Amendment, Article 21A have been added to the Constitution. Next question. The 73rd Amendment Act introduced which part in the Constitution? Option A, Part 9. Option B, Part 10. Option C, Part 11. And option D, Part 12. Option A, Part 9 is correct answer. Part 9 have been added to the Constitution of India through the 73rd Amendment. Next question. The 92nd Amendment Act added how many languages to the 8th schedule of the Constitution? Option A, 4. Option B, 3. Option C, 2. And option D, 1. So the correct answer is option A, 4. 4 languages have been added to the 8th schedule of the Constitution through the 92nd Amendment. Those are Bodo, Dogri, Maithili and Santhali. Okay, next question. Which Amendment Act gave the constitutional status to the National Commission for Backward Classes? Option A, 100th Amendment. Option B, 101st Amendment. Option C, 102nd Amendment. And option D, 103rd Amendment. The correct answer is option C, 102nd Amendment. Next question. Which Constitution Amendment Act introduced the provision for 10% reservation for economically weaker sections in India? Option A, 101st Amendment Act. Option B, 102nd Amendment Act. Option C, 103rd Amendment. Option D, 104th Amendment. So the correct answer is option C, 103rd Amendment Act. In this act, 10% reservation have been given to the economically weaker sections. Next question. The 104th Constitutional Amendment Act abolished the reservation of seats for which communities? Option A, Scheduled Caste. Option B, Scheduled Tribes. Option C, Anglo-Indian community. And option D, economically weaker sections. So the correct answer is option C, Anglo-Indian community. Anglo-Indian community have been abolished through the 104th Constitutional Amendment Act. Next question. Which Constitutional Amendment Act removed the right to property from the list of fundamental rights and made it a legal right? Option A, 42nd Amendment Act. Option B, 44th Amendment Act. Option C, 46th Amendment Act. Option D, 50th Amendment Act. So the correct answer is option B, 44th Amendment Act. Through this amendment, the right to property have been removed from the fundamental rights and made it as a legal right under the Article 300A. Next question. What is the primary focus of the 106th Constitutional Amendment Act of 2023? Option A, reservation of seats for women in educational institution. Option B, reservation of seats for women in Lok Sabha and state legislative assemblies. Option C, reservation of seats for women in judiciary. Option D, reservation of seats for women in public sector undertakings. So the correct answer is option B, reservation of seats for women in the Lok Sabha and the state legislative assemblies. That is 33% reservation in Lok Sabha and the state legislative assemblies for women. Next question. The 105th Constitutional Amendment Act restored the powers of states to identify and list in which category of the communities? Option A, Scheduled Caste. Option B, Scheduled Tribes. Option C, other backward classes. And option D, economically weaker sections. So the correct answer is option C, other backward classes. OBC is also called as the socially and economically backward classes. SEBCS. Okay. we have solved the totally 30 MCQs on Constitutional Amendment Acts. Okay, if this video helps you in any way, please subscribe, like, share and comment. Thank you.